الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
One of the sister wants to do shahada, so that's after that.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه ومن سار بنهجه إلى يوم العاد. أما بعد، يقول الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. ويقول سبحانه يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. ويقول سبحانه يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. عباد الله، فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أعاذنا الله وإياكم من النار. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. We thanks and praise Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Brothers and sisters, inshallah today we'll be talking, our khutbah will be concerning with the last 10 days of Ramadan. As we mentioned last khutbah, we spoke the benefit, the importance of this last 10 days of Ramadan. Also today, inshallah, will be focused with the Zakatul Fitri, with the Zakatul Fitr and Adab of Al-Eid, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has made us this Ramadan, has made this Ramadan as a blessing for the Ummah Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You and I, Alhamdulillah, we are Muslim. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala give us as a gift this month of Ramadan, just for one purpose, for doing ibadah and subhanallah and achieving taqwa from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. As Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said in Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He was addressing the believer. You and I, we believe in kalima la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has prescribed upon you as-siyam, the fasting, has made a mandatory upon you. كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم, as Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has made mandatory before the or before the nation before you. لعلكم تتقون. The purpose of fasting, brothers, is to achieve a taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla, is to achieve the consciousness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, is to be piety, is to achieve the piety, brothers. This is the purpose of fasting the month of Ramadan. This is the purpose of fasting the month of Ramadan. So now Ramadan is almost on the end. Ramadan is almost on the end. Before, subhanAllah, couple weeks, we are talking soon, subhanAllah, we welcome the Ramadan. So now Ramadan, subhanAllah, is like a blink of eye, it's gone now. How many days? 2 days. This is how Ramadan goes. Did you achieve a taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla? Did you achieve a taqwa? If you feel it, subhanAllah, when you do, subhanAllah, the accountability for yourself, do you think that you achieved the taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla? It's only 2 days left for Ramadan. If it's not, brothers, wallahi, still have more and more time to achieve the taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla. Within 2 days, brothers left, wallahi, it's a moment for you to achieve taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla. What is taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla? What does it mean taqwa Allah Azza wa Jalla? To fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. هي الخوف من الجليل is to do what Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has made mandatory upon you. Have you performed correctly the salawatu khamsa during the month of Ramadan? You know, before Ramadan, you were unable to perform the salat al-khamsa. 5 prayers was difficult for you before the Ramadan. So Ramadan came as, subhanallah, as a time, as a season for training, to train you. You were in the training during the month of Ramadan. Have you able to practice and make this khamsa salawat and bring it to your life? If it's not, brothers, it means there is a khalal. There is a problem in you. You still have moments. You still have a time within 2 days passed away. And ask them, if Allah give you one chance to come back to dunya, what should you desire? They said, Wallah, if Allah give us 1 day, they should desire to give 1 day only for fasting for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. How many days Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala given to us? 30 days. Why he desire to come back in this dunya and wishing for 1 day to fast for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala? Why? It's because Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has already shown him the virtue of fasting this month of Ramadan. He already see the virtue of it, the reward of it, brothers. But we have tons of time. We had a tons of time, 1 month working hard, train ourselves to be on the straight path, to be, subhanallah, coming back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. We do, subhanallah, qiyamul layl. We train how to give a sadaqah, to give our charity. It was in the month of Ramadan. We train enough, brothers. If you saw that from now, you cannot be able to give a charity for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. You cannot be able to perform khamsa salawatin. You cannot be able, subhanallah, to wake up for your qiyamul layl. It means this is a result that Ramadan did not have good impact to you, did not change your brothers. So we still have 2 more days, brothers, to work hard and make sure, brothers, we come back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. The good result to someone who succeeds in the month of Ramadan is when the Ramadan ended, and subhanallah, you will see him change and come back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. People now, they have more plans. People now, they are planning now, after Ramadan, if he was a sharibul khamr, he used to drink alcohol, he will go back to alcohol. If he was a zani, now he already planned on the day of Eid to commit adultery. Wali'adhu billah. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala protect us. Brothers, wallahi, it's very sad. This Ramadan, it only comes once a year. This is gone, it's not going to come back. Ila yawm al-qiyamah, ila yawm al-din. Until the day of Qiyamah, we're not going to come back. If you didn't do good in this month of Ramadan, don't, subhanallah, don't think for the next year you will be able to attend the next Ramadan. It's a gift from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Let us use this moment, the last moment, brothers, for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Give your charity as much you can. Give your charity as much you can, brothers. As we mentioned, in this month of Ramadan, it's a month where Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala brought to us a gift of Laylat al-Qadr. Laylat al-Qadr, ikhwan, khayrun min alf shahr. It's better than 1,000 months. Better than 1,000 months, which is equal to 83 years. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will grant you a'mal, the deeds, like someone who performed, subhanallah, the deeds during the 83 years. You give zakatul fitri, you give, subhanallah, you make your qiyamul layl, you perform your qiyamul layl, you give your charity. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will grant you like someone who did it for 83 years, just only to attend 1 Laylat al-Qadr. Ikhwat fillah, it's not the moment of sleeping. It's not the moment of sleeping. It's a time to work hard and prepare for a hereafter. If they ask you, brothers, have you, subhanallah, how old are you right now? You say 83, subhanallah, it's, none of us, no one has 83 years over here. Even if he's among us, ask him, when did you, subhanallah, when did you focus to your ibadah? in the days you have been in this world. He will tell you, subhanAllah, when I was 50, when I was 60, that's the time I started focusing on my ibadah properly. What about the rest of the years? So this subhanAllah, is a gift from Allah wa ta'ala. Give you and I, brothers, let us use this moment very well. The last moment, brothers, wallahi, you will be able to achieve the taqwa Allah Azza wa Jal. Brothers and sisters, in this month, in this 10 days of Ramadan, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to give zakatul fitr. He used to give zakatul fitr. What is the purpose of giving zakatul fitr in these 10 days of Ramadan, brothers? The last 10 days of Ramadan, Rasulullah, he will give his zakatul fitr because of what? Purifying his siyam. We know, Allah Akbar, in the month of Ramadan, there are a lot of things goes among us. People sometimes they watch haram. People they speak ill. People, subhanAllah, they talk something indecent. Sometimes there's some dispute amongst people. In the month of Ramadan, this zakatul fitr is to come and purify what happened during the month of Ramadan. Look, the favor from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. That's why Rasulullah made it a mandatory. It's a must to whoever will be able to give it. If you know that you are a member of the family, your responsibility, you have to give this zakatul fitr for each and every person. Subhanallah, is in your family, is in your household, if you're in your household. Brothers and sisters, يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, our Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم said, hadith narrated with Ibn Umar رضي الله عنهما, he said, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أمر بزكاة الفطر قبل خروج الناس إلى الصلاة. Our Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم has made زكاة الفطر mandatory, a must, before people go to the musalla. It means Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, he used to give his zakatul fitri early in the morning. This is the best moment Rasulullah, he will give zakatul fitri early in the morning. Why? It's because the hikmah of it, the wisdom in it, is because when people finish their Salatul Eid or their Eid prayer, so that they can be going immediately to go, mashallah, and also to celebrate. Because Zakatul Fitri is for need people. It's for masakin. But we, subhanallah, waliyadu billah, we're waiting for them to send their haqq or their food to them after 2 days, 3 days. This is against the sunnah, brothers. We know Yawmul Eid, Ikhwan, it's a day of celebration. It's not a day of fasting. Alhamdulillah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has granted you everything. What about those who cannot be able to afford? They were fasting with you during the month of Ramadan. Some ibadah, some qiyamul layl. But on the day of Eid, they cannot have the means to also to celebrate. But Islam, alhamdulillah, came and make us equal. Because in your wealth, there is a haqq al-masakin. There is a portion for the need people. So that's what Rasulullah said, it's a must upon you to give zakatul fitri before you go to the musalla, before you go to the salah. That's a hikmah. Rasulullah, he used to make it early in the morning before to come to the salah. نعم. فرض رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم زكاة الفطر علينا لأجل إدخال السرور على الفقراء والمساكين. Rasulullah, he used to make zakatul fitri mandatory in order to bring happiness and joy to the fuqara, to the poor people, or to the subhanallah, to the poor people, and those who are in need, those who cannot be able to afford on the day of Eid to get something to eat. Brothers, this is the purpose of giving zakatul fitri. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فرض الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم زكاة الفطر طهرة للصائم. Rasul sallallahu, he made mandatory, he made a must upon you to give zakatul fitri, tuhrata lis-sa'imi, to purify the fasting, to purify your fasting. As I mentioned, min al-rafath wal-lagwi, from subhanallah, during the month of Ramadan, people they talk indecent speech. People, subhanallah, they get involved in subhanallah, regarding the sexual conversation during the day of Ramadan. This zakatul fitr you give in the month of Ramadan, in the last 10 days of Ramadan, is to come and purify all this minor mistake, all this kind of mistake that have been done during the month of Ramadan. That's why we're giving. Rasul Sallallahu he gave it a mandatory. وَتُعْمَةُ الْمَسَاكِينَ وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام من أداها قبل الصلاة فهي زكاة مقبولة. Indeed, the one who will give zakatul fitri before the prayer, before the Eid prayer, فإنها فهي زكاة مقبولة. Indeed, will be acceptable in the sight of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Before the prayer, ikhwan. To give your zakatul fitri, you need to give it before the imam standing in the minbar and say Allahu Akbar. If you say Allahu Akbar, after that you give your zakatul fitri, it's not going to be considered as a zakatul fitri, ikhwan. It will be sadaqatu min sadaqat. It will be like a charity, like other charities. So we need to make sure we give our zakatul fitri, ya ikhwan. وَمَنْ أَدَّاهَا بَعْدَ الصَّلَاةِ الْفِطْرِ وَمَنْ أَدَّاهَا بَعْدَ الصَّلَاةِ فَهِيَ صَدَقَةٌ مِنْ صَدَقَاتِ. And the one who give it after salah, it will be like a charity, like other charities, brothers. So let's make sure we give our zakatul fitri before our prayer. Before Imam give Allahu Akbar, he start his prayer for Eid, make sure you give your zakatul fitri. Now, وَمِقْدَارُ الزَّكَاةُ الْفِطْرِ. What is the amount of someone to give it for zakatul fitri? Remember, zakatul fitri has to be from the food. This is how Rasulullah he used to give his zakatul fitri. Rasulullah he used to give the food. He used to give a sha'ir. He used to give subhanallah a tamarat. They used to give a date. In the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, most of the ulama they agreed that the zakatul fitr has to be given min al-mat'umat, from the food, not from the money. Yes, you can give them money, but send your money back home and give them condition. Please, when the Eid, before Eid entered, before the Salatul Eid, buy the food, buy the rice. Because zakatul fitri has to be, subhanallah, from the food from the local people. If your people eat rice and beans, tell people to buy rice and beans and give to masakin, and give to those who are in need of it. Don't give your zakatul fitri from the money. Yes, Imam Abu Hanifa has said you can give in the money, but most of the scholars, they say it has to be from the food. Remember, ya ikhwan, in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they used to use money. They used to use the adananir. Used to be. Why Rasulullah he never tell people to give money? It's because, subhanallah, there is a hikmah. There is a hikmah, ikhwan. Imagine you sending money to someone, and subhanallah, probably he's not going to be someone. If you make wakala for someone, take this money and reach to such and such. And this person did not reach the money to that person. But if you take your rice by yourself, your beans, and look for there's a needy people, and give it to them, wallahi, after Salatul Eid, they're going to go and cook it, mashallah, and have that kind of celebration with you. So brothers and sisters, there is a hikmah of giving food, not to give money. Because Rasulullah, he used to make sure he will go and give a tamarat and give a sha'ir to those who are in need, brothers. نعم حديث أبي سعيد الخضري رضي الله عنه قال كنا نخرج الزكاة الفطر صاعا من طعام أو صاعا من شعير أو صاعا من تمر أو صاعا من أقط أو صاعا من زبيب. Rasulullah said we used to give a zakatul fitri. Sa'an. What is a sa'? Sa' is a measurement from Nabawi. It's a measurement they used to use in time of Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which is equal to arba amdad. Mud. They say mud is like this pound, this much. You do four times, which is equal to the sa'. So with the, subhanallah, this is how Rasulullah he used to measure to give his zakatul fitri to the need people, brothers, which is equal to 3 kgs. If you go to the kgs, brothers and sisters, let us apply the sunnah from our Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wasallam. If you know that you're going to give your money, put condition. Say, my money, please buy food. Give to them. Also to those who believe the qawl Abu Hanifa is fine. It's fine as well. But also, mashallah, if your zakatul fitri need to be given food, give that condition so they can give it. They can give food, brothers. Naam, ikhwat fillah, brothers and sisters, يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, our Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, according to the aqwal from our, subhanallah, our scholars, Shaykh ibn Baz rahimahullah, he said, we can give our zakatul fitri from 28, 29. Also, we can give our zakatul fitri as well, sabah, or Yawm al-Eid, and in the morning, on the day of Eid. We can give a zakatul fitri before the imam climb the mimbar and start, subhanallah, leading the prayer. Before the imam go to the mimbar, start leading the prayer. These are moments we can give our zakatul fitri. Another hadith, Rasulullah used to give zakatul fitri biyawmin aw yawmayn. He used to give zakatul fitri 2 days before, 1 day before the Eid. These are best moment to give our zakatul fitri. What is the hikmah in it? The hikmah in it, ya ikhwan, is to make sure zakatul fitri reach to the need people ahead of time, before the Eid al-Fitri, so that they can celebrate on the day of Eid, subhanAllah, with others. It's not a day of fasting. It's a day of eating and drinking from the lawful, from what Allah tabarak wa ta'ala has made halal. أقول قولي هذا فاستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات، ثم الصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. We thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Brothers, we are about to finish the month of Ramadan. This, subhanAllah, is the last moment. Everyone, you and I, we should work hard and make sure the rest of these days we do our a'mal, our deeds as much we can. Because this, subhanAllah, is not for everyone. There's some people that they wish to attain, to finish their Ramadan. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala did not give them chance to finish their Ramadan. So for you and I, this is the last moment. Let us do our amal as much we can. So, Yawm al-Eid, ya ikhwan, there is etiquette as well. The day of Eid, Rasulullah, he will make sure on the day of Eid, ya ikhwan, he will make al-ightisal. He will take a shower before he come to the Eid. Don't come to the masjid, don't come to the musalla while you are smelling, ya ikhwan. Take a break. Ask permission, ask a vacation for 1 day for your job. Let them know ahead of time. That's on subhanAllah, on Sunday or Monday, we'll be having the Eid, so that you can get a time for you to shower and come to the Eid. That's your celebration. It's your day. It's your day, ya ikhwan. Otherwise, your people, your family, they will be celebrating something else. Show them that you have a special day. The day of Eid is a day of celebration. It's a day of making tajammul. You need to beautify yourself. You need to put the nice garment, nice clothes. Check from your culture clothes. Put it on. It's permissible. Don't come to the masjid for the musalla, subhanallah, all the way from the company, and then you come to the masjid. Ya akhwat fillah. It's a day of Eid. It's a day of drinking and eating. It's a day of celebration. It's a day of joy. It's a day of showing the smile. It's a different day, brothers. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to make, he used to wear one of his clothes. فقال عليه الصلاة والسلام حديث narrated with Ibn Abbas رضي الله عنهما قال كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يلبس يوم العيد بردة حمراء. Rasul sallallahu, he used to make his own jubba, the red jubba on the day of Eid. This was a special jubba for Rasul. The day of Eid, he will take it and put it on to show the subhanallah, to show the Muslimin that is a different day. Brothers and sisters, let us inshallah, subhanallah, buy nice clothes to your family, buy nice clothes to your kids, to show them that this is a different day for them. Otherwise, they're going to ask you the other days to buy them. Some don't ask for Christmas because they see people celebrating. Show them that the Eid is for them, brothers. Brothers and sisters, كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يأكل. He will eat before going to the musalla. He will eat before going to the prayer. This among the sunnah, Eid al-Fitri, is totally different to the Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha will come to the masjid while you are fasting. But for the Eid al-Fitri, you have to put something in your mouth. Drink water. Or eat a tamar, eat the dates. Rasul sallallahu حديث النارتيف عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال كان الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يغدو يوم العيد الفطر حتى يأكل التمرات. Rasul sallallahu, when he used to come early in the morning to the musalla or to the masjid for the Eid, he will make sure to eat the tamarat, the dates. وفي رواية, in other narration, ويأكلهن وترا, he will make sure and eat in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's permissible to eat in odd numbers because you're following the sunnah. والذهاب إلى مصلى بالعيد عن الطريق ورجوع من الآخر. Also, it's a sunnah when you go to the Eid al-Fitr or you go to the Salat al-Eid to go and try at least to do what? Opposite of the road. If you come with this road, all the way like coming Fisherville Road, try to look another road. Why? It's a sunnah from our Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Why? Rasul sallama, he used to make the hikmah of it. He used to make sure at least if he meet with the people while he's coming, so he want to meet with others. Why? To show the joys and happiness. Also to do tahni'ah, to wish to them for the Eid al-Fitr. Rasul sallama, whenever he will meet you, he will congratulate and say, تَقَبَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنَّا وَمِنْكُمْ. He will make sure, he say, oh Allah, except from us and except from you. Why? You spend the whole month of Ramadan working hard. So it's a moment to make a dua so that Allah tabarak wa ta'ala to accept our deeds, our qiyamul layl, our salawatul khamsa, our zakat, our charity, brothers. Brothers and sisters, among the sunnah, ذهاب إلى مصلى بالعيد ماشيا. Rasul Salama, he will to make sure when he got to the Salatul Eid, he will try to walk. Used to be have a camel at that moment. So Rasul Salama will make that sunnah to walk, going to the Musalla. They used to having the subhanallah Eid, the Salatul Eid in open ground. So in future, as I keep saying, in the future, inshallah, if you don't have an issue of the weather, let us try to apply that sunnah. Praying our Eid in the open ground. We have it, mashallah, around here. This is one of the sunnah from our Prophet Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Also takbirat, ya ikhwan. People coming to the Salatul Eid, like subhanallah, it's like someone passed away. وَلِيَعَذُ بِاللَّهِ يقول الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. It's a day of celebrating. It's a day of glorifying Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. You glorifying Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala has given you ability to complete the great ibadah. The great ibadah. If it's not from the Allah tabarak wa ta'ala's favor, you could be able to complete it. That's why we'll be saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. Great of what? Allah has given you, subhanallah, has granted you the ability to complete the great ibadah. Liman? For who? For the sake of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Taraka shahawatuhu. He has left in the month of Ramadan what? His desire. Allah has used to give, subhanallah, you had your spouse. You can be able to do the halalu during the day of Ramadan. You left it for Allah, for the sake of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. You used to have the routine of eating and drinking during the month of Ramadan. You left it for the sake of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Liman? لله تبارك وتعالى. You did it for the sake of Allah تبارك وتعالى, seeking the pleasure from Allah تبارك وتعالى. So that day of Eid is a day of what? Is a day of glorifying of Allah تبارك وتعالى. We ask Allah تبارك وتعالى to grant us the Jannah, ya ikhwan. We ask Allah تبارك وتعالى to grant us al-Rayyan, which Allah تبارك وتعالى has made special to those people who perform the siyam for the sake of Allah تبارك وتعالى. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل الباطل وارزقنا اجتنابه إنك على كل شيء قدير. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل وإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه على نعم يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
Hey brothers, anybody who owns a Highlander, tag number 2570491, please can you move it? You're blocking the neighbor's driveway. They can't get out. Across the street. Anybody who has a Highlander, tag number 2570491, please remove it from the parking lot across the street. You're blocking them. Which one? Across the street. Color. Color. See the color. What's the color?
It's gray.
A gray color, please. It's a Highlander.
Whoever knows that he blocked people, please. Please. صووا صفوفكم وتراصوا يرحمني يرحمكم الله. Let's make our nice straight, brothers. Inshallah, shoulder to shoulder and close the gate, inshallah. استووا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون تنزيل من رب العالمين أفبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون فلولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون ونحن أقرب إليه منكم ولكن لا تبصرون فلولا إن كنتم غير مدينين ترجعونها إن كنتم صادقين فأما إن كان من المقربين فروح وريحان وجنة نعيم وأما إن كان من أصحاب اليمين فسلام لك من أصحاب اليمين وأما إن كان من المكذبين الضالين فنزل من حميم وتصلية جحيم إن هذا لهو حق اليقين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Brothers, we have a couple of announcements, inshallah. The first announcement, inshallah, brothers, let us make sure we park our cars on the spot, please. So otherwise, we'll be calling the police and come and tow it. Because this is against, subhanAllah, it's against our deen, the teaching from our Prophet Muhammad. And Islam nidham, Sheikh. We need to have nidham, we need to have the way of living. So please let us follow. We always, every Friday, we need to remind about these things. If you know that there is no spot, please go on the back side. We have plenty of parking lots on the back side. Also, we can use it during these days, inshallah. Now, also we have a dua for one of our brothers lost one of his members. And also there is one of our brother, he has family members still sick. Inshallah, we're going to ask our brother here after his announcement, we're going to make a dua for them.